What's good? Welcome back to another TikTok compilation. You already know we're gonna keep these videos coming. As long as y'all keep showing support, we're gonna keep popping up, okay? We're gonna keep popping up here, showing, keep showing up. Appreciate all the support that you guys been showing also, okay? Just keep showing the support. This is a long one, man, so get your snacks, okay? So it's just gonna be a long one. Get you some snacks to watch with the video, okay? Hey, and that's it, man. Let's get into it.
The reason why 144,000 go to heaven is because 4, 6, 10, 12, 16, 96 times it by the crown, which is 1,000 petals, you get 144,000. This is why God in the Holy Bible says that you need to unlock your 7 seals to reach the 144,000. 144,000 is a frequency. It is a vibrational frequency that we must reach to enter the gates of heaven. Heaven, right? This is heaven, right? Your head is even, left hemisphere, right hemisphere. It is also heaved, right? Just like when Jacob met the face of God in the Bible, he named it Pinuel. Pinuel in Latin translates to pineal in English. The pineal is in your head, your headven. This is why the Bible talks about 7 seals. This is why Christ had 7 seals on his scroll. These are the 7 seals.
Did you know that you can tell if someone's a good person based on their favorite color? Wait, what? So research has found that people's favorite color tells a lot about their personality and the psychology of their brain.
Oh boy, everyone's just gonna start exposing all their friends and family.
So if someone's favorite color is blue, scientists found that they are very loyal friends. They put other people's needs before their own, and overall are very good people. If someone's favorite color is green, they're very hardworking and smart, but have a hard time trusting people, and can tend to be a very jealous person.
Well, I don't got any green on.
I guess it's a good thing. So if your favorite color is pink, they are very loving and compassionate people, and are very dependable. If someone's favorite color is red, they're natural-born leaders and like to be the center of attention. But people tend to respect them a lot more than the average person. If someone's favorite color is purple, they like to help people and are very creative, but sadly can sometimes be very difficult to deal with.
Dude, I'm gonna go ask all my friends what their favorite color is now.
Did you guys hear about, there was a video of, they set up like a fake luxury store. It was called like Papelli, and all they had was Payless shoes in there, like $20 shoes. But they named it Papelli, put a little asterisk on there, had $800, $900 price tags on these $20 shoes, and people were coming in, lining up to pay $800 for some shoes that cost $20. Branding. If you can brand your business, if you can brand yourself, you can sell anything to anyone at any time.
Back.
I am about to share with you a horrifying truth about Oreos that I pray will, number one, make you never buy them again, but God, please don't give them to your kids, guys. So
People are still gonna eat that.
multiple ingredients that are absolutely extremely dangerous to the body. Number one is high fructose corn syrup. Guys, you should not be eating anything with high fructose corn syrup. It causes cancer, type 2 diabetes, dementia, all kinds of things. Guess what else is in there? The next bad ingredient is artificial colors. It is derived from petroleum gas. You're literally putting petroleum gas in your body. And then lastly, believe it or not, Oreos have been found to have high concentration of the Roundup weed killer in them. According to the EWG, it's a group of scientists. You can visit their website, ewg.org. Guys, stay away from Oreos. Follow me for more tips. Visit supereasyketofatloss.com to learn how you can eat to live.
Random facts about boys. The last will shock all the girls. Boys love compliments because they don't hear them often. When you lie on a boy's chest, he has the world. If a guy lets you meet his mom, you have his heart. Boys get comfortable very fast, so if you notice he puts in less effort, it's because he's comfortable with you. Your future soulmate is the first person you see when you click share then more. If a guy confesses his feelings for you, but stops texting first, he wants you to be the one too. If you're lying on him and you ask if it hurts or if you're heavy and he says no, yeah, you probably are, and it does hurt him. He just deals with it because he likes you. Boys get jealous really easily because they are scared you're making memories with other boys. Most boys like a girl that is confident in herself and shows self-appreciation for herself. 90% of boys have tried to give themselves brain, but it doesn't work. Don't forget to follow for more videos like this.
Well, parents out there,
Good.
there's a trend on TikTok.
Wagwan.
It's a challenge that could prove very dangerous for minors. It's called the One Chip Challenge, and a teen from Massachusetts recently just died just hours after participating.
Bro, that's sad.
Abby Hart joining us. Abby, you spoke with some of the fiery food industry
Damn, this shit is
people
real.
about this chip.
I did. I can tell you it's a chip that's so hot, he won't even sell it to people under the age of 18. And he makes everyone sign a waiver acknowledging just how spicy it is. But he says now the chip has become more accessible at grocery stores and on Amazon. And that has him and other people in the fiery food industry.
Bro was only 14.
The Pocky One Chip Challenge. It's a TikTok trend that has people eating a chip that's so hot, you need gloves just to touch it.
Do not try this at home. Don't try this anywhere. Just don't do it.
James Beck, also known as the hot sauce boss, is a professional at eating extremely spicy foods. He owns iBurn in Houston, where they sell spicy products that people with normal taste buds wouldn't even touch.
Okay, they literally put a broken chip in the bag. Here you go.
Wash your hands with soap and do not touch. I've never seen chips with that type of warning label.
Right. And that is because literally the capsaicin that is in the powder that coats these chips has the same potency as pepper spray.
Capsaicin is the same compound in chili peppers.
So
that
why
makes
are
them
people
spicy.
eating that?
And there is such a thing as capsaicin poisoning.
We call it the gut bomb is our, I guess, industry term for it.
Yo, that's not even a joke,
that is
bro.
a slang way of referring to capsaicin intoxication, where essentially your stomach reacts to capsaicin as if it were a poison, and you deal with severe intestinal cramping.
A part of the One Chip Challenge is to see how long you can make it after eating the extremely spicy chip without taking a drink or fighting the burn.
If you can do no eating or drinking for 1 hour, they consider you the apex predator.
For adults, this challenge can be entertaining, but for young people, it can be dangerous. A 14-year-old high school student in Massachusetts ate one of the chips at school on Friday, and he had to go home sick. Hours later, his parents found him passed out.
That's
Doctors
sad,
pronounced
man.
him dead at the hospital.
Damn.
As of right now,
Dang,
his exact
dang,
cause
dang.
of death is under investigation, but his parents are blaming the challenge.
Repeated
messed up,
episodes of
man.
vomiting after eating something very hot that can damage your esophagus. There's also reports of people experiencing chest pain or having heart attacks.
You do have a sign right here that says adults only. This kid was 14 years old. Is it possible that this One Chip Challenge just isn't for people under a certain age?
Absolutely, and we don't sell it to people under 18.
Okay.
In fact, you have to sign a waiver here.
Now, just to
Sue
reiterate,
them.
the cause
I don't
of
care,
death
bro.
in
Sue them.
Massachusetts has not
Bro,
been directed
no.
to that
Sue them.
One Chip Challenge. An autopsy is underway to determine how he died. Medical experts also saying that
That's fucked up,
it
bro.
really hasn't been linked to any deaths so far. But the symptoms that doctor mentioned are just some of the symptoms that can happen when you do have
That is
too
so
much of that
messed
substance
up.
that
Like, you
provides the
really
spice to chili peppers. We have more on this on our
going
website,
to a
fox26houston.com. For now, Caroline, back to you.
Oh.
What is this?
Ugh. Why is it moving like that?
So go ahead and enter in what you want in here.
Whenever there aren't many people
No.
around, this bear always sneaks into this convenience store to steal its favorite cookies and chocolate bars. This greatest robbery has been ongoing for a month now, as the bear consistently revisits the same store to take its delicious snacks and leaves, without causing any trouble or harming anyone. Although the shop owner used to call the police to arrest this animal multiple times before, their efforts were in vain. The bear always escaped into the forest before the police
Bro, just
arrived.
let him get his little
Moreover,
snacks,
when
man.
he tries to lock the door to prevent this bear from entering his store, it just returns the very next day, almost like clockwork. The shop owner also claimed that even though this bear is stealing from him, every time it only takes 1 or 2 packages of its favorite snacks and leaves like a good boy. And he really loves this bear now. Subscribe. After returning from their outdoor adventure, these 3 dogs couldn't get inside their home because their pet door had been locked since yesterday evening. As they decided to wait for their owner in front of the door, quietly and patiently, One of the dogs had a brilliant idea. He went to press a doorbell with his nose, like he knew how to use it well. Surprisingly, once the bell rang, he went back to check if someone had come to help them in. If you think that dogs are now learning to use our technology, subscribe.
That shit is funny.
I remember this lady that, she speak a lot of real stuff. A lot of people may think that she's speaking lies, but after watching this video, I'm a believer. So apparently the government remember releasing bio mosquitoes cloning mechanism. So before watching this video, me and my boyfriend had just got done complaining about the mosquito bites because they're horrible. I'm talking about scabs, they hurt, they don't itch, they hurt. I have one on my face. Zoom in. It's not a pimple, it's a mosquito bite. It made my head hurt last night. So this is me. Everybody can say that they've seen my face mostly like this. This is no filter, no Paris filter from the Instagram. You see no bumps. If I lifted up my scarf though, you would see like dark marks from bumps on my forehead. I really only break out on my forehead. Let's get that clear. So this is a mosquito bite my boyfriend just got directly on his vein. And he said that he literally felt it sting, like not a bite. And then since when do we ever feel mosquitoes bite us? So every time we sit in the back, we always light the little candles that keep the bugs away, the mosquitoes or whatever not, and then we use off. He uses off. I don't use off because like I said, I got eczema. So he uses off and it doesn't work. It's like it attracts them more. It attracts them to your body more, and it's weird because since when off does that? So y'all, this is my little sister. This is my little sister, and she has 1, 2, 3. It does not end around her leg. Keep in mind, I said these are scabs.
This is an old one. This one been here for a whole week.
A whole week.
There's 2 underneath the band-aid. It's starting to scab by itself too. Look.
There's 2 underneath the band-aid. It's 2. I didn't.
And then you see how it's dark on this side.
Like, bruh. So then today I discovered that I have a mosquito bite in the back of my head. Keep in mind, I didn't have this bonnet on. I just took off a wig. I can show y'all my glue. Pull back my bonnet. Pull back my bonnet. Glue. So how did a mosquito get under my wig and under my bonnet to bite me in my head? And it hurts. It does not itch. It hurts. Mosquitoes don't even look the same. I seen one that was like blue. He seen one that was like blue. I seen one that was kind of like a orangish color. And I'm just like, since when? And then I'm thinking they're moths, but then a regular moth fly past me and I'm just like, what is this? So I try not to dig into conspiracy theorists and all this stuff, but at this point it's right in our face, literally, because look at mine. Like, I can't even like. And then we've been seeing black military helicopters flying by. Like, we don't know what's going on, and y'all getting distracted by aliens. The aliens been here. Let's just do that.
Facts.
Aliens been here.
Facts.
Y'all just didn't believe people. I don't have much to say, but stay woke and stay away from these mosquitoes, because they out here cloning us. So in case y'all don't believe us, we're gonna do part 2. Follow for part 2.
I was today years old when I found this out. So the circle on there has a meaning. If the circle on your milk is pushed outwards, that means it's spoiled.
You have headaches. Remember, headaches, guys.
What?
Remember this. There are no pain receptors in the brain. Brain surgery is painless. Right? So the brain is not capable of sending a pain signal. So where does the signal come from? It comes from the covering of the brain called the dura. The dura hates 2 things. It hates being stretched and it hates being contracted. 85% of all the migraine sufferers that I've ever treated had a simple clinical deficiency in sodium. I have them drink salt water and their headaches go into permanent remission. Because we are not hydrated when we have water in our blood. We're hydrated when we have water in our tissues. And what determines whether or not water leaves the blood and enters the tissue is the sodium gradient. It's called osmosis. So if we actually restore the sodium gradient, that dura starts to relax and the pain goes away.
Every single person that she has ever been with, she has either cheated on or stolen.
I don't know why people are shocked. She's literally a Boca girl. Like, people who grew up in Boca know the type of Boca girls I'm talking about. I grew up in Boca. She went to the same school as me, actually. A lot of people that knew her before said that she always gave off, like, very, like, bratty, bitchy vibes. Like, even, like, the music teacher, the bus driver, they would be, like, she was very, like, feisty. Like, she would be like, oh, when I get to Broadway, when I get famous, blah, blah, blah. I mean, shout out to her. She did. Yeah, I feel like she was always one of those, like, she's like Ariana, but I feel like she was definitely one of those girls that, like, you know, didn't really care if a girl had a boyfriend. She just, like, gets what she wants. She made a whole song about it, so fair enough.
Entertainment purposes only. Pay attention, because word on the street is they planning a grid attack. Yeah, communications, bank accounts, the telephone, Wi-Fi. Just watch this.
U.S. warning that Chinese hackers are
Listen
positioning
very
themselves to
closely.
attack critical U.S. infrastructure.
Excuse me. My bad. Oh.
With some exclusive
My bad, my
reporting.
bad.
Amen.
Hey,
How did they do that though?
Officials are scrambling to make sure
My bad, my
potential
bad.
weaknesses in the software used to operate American infrastructure have
I
not
just
been
wanted to see
penetrated
how
by
I did
Chinese
that.
and Russian hostile actors. They're focusing on the threat to so-called open source software,
Grid
which
attack.
is developed by hobbyists and others and then put into the public domain. Software companies that make infrastructure systems often use large chunks of open source code in their programs, but the fear here is that hackers could be developing this code, releasing it to the...
What a coinkadink. A couple months ago, Dallas was shut down from hackers. Communications. There was no calling the police or the fire service. And what a coinkadink. Some people are claiming that the Russians did it. I'm just saying, stay on your toes, gang. Stay on your toes. Anything can happen at any time. Let me know what you think about these goddamn cyber attacks in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Did y'all hear about the protesters in Cop City getting a RICO charge? And for those who don't know what Cop City is basically this big, huge police hub right dead smack in the middle of the hood. The natural response of this big ass Cop City for the people would be to protest, right? Well, dozens of Cop City activists are indicted on racketeering charges. Don't you find that suspicious? More than 60 activists who challenged a planned Atlanta police and fire training complex have been indicted by the Georgia grand jury in sprawling racketeering cases, accused of engaging in violent intimidation, property destruction as part of a campaign to start construction of a facility known by its critics as Cop City. Georgia authorities generally was pursuing the activists under the State Racketeering and Corrupt Organization Act, better known as RICO, a powerful tool that has been employed by prosecutors to target street gangs and public corruption. So now when you protest, you get hit with a RICO case?
What?
Chosen know what that's about now. Let me know what y'all think about the protesters of Cop City getting a RICO case in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. If you live in America, watch this. Entertainment purposes only.
Over the weekend, North Korea is simulating a nuclear attack on the U.S. The simulated strike came early Saturday morning in response to joint military drills held by the U.S. and South Korea around the peninsula earlier this week. Now, just a few days prior, Pyongyang held a similar drill focusing on South Korean targets. State media reports that the North Korean drills were meant to warn the enemies of the actual nuclear war danger. Now, News Nation senior national security contributor and retired Air Force Lieutenant General Richard Newton is here to weigh in. Lieutenant General Newton, you and I have talked about this before and how North Korea likes to flex their muscle and things like that. The two of these simulated nuclear strikes, unless...
And this is to the chosen. We really don't give this no energy, but it's also good for us to stay alert and see what they're talking about. Be aware of what's going on. Be conscious of what's going on. And always have a plan for if anything happens. As you can see, North Korea is doing simulations on how to blow America up. But that's just for entertainment, gang. Aren't y'all entertained?
Your car could have been fueled by just water, and here's how. In 1998, Stanley Meyer invented a car
I heard about
that
this.
just on water. He even made videos proving that his car worked and showed the entire world. Now the problem is when the oil industry seen this, they tried to pay him millions to stop. And when he didn't, they even threatened him. This is because all of our cars run on gas. And fueling your car would be free because water is literally everywhere. So if people started using this new car, the government would have lost billions of dollars. And this ended up putting Stanley Meyer's life in jeopardy. While Stanley was in a meeting with investors to grow his invention, he took a sip of his drink and immediately he ran outside. While people were surrounding him asking what's going on, he yelled out they poisoned me as he fell to the ground and passed away. And the strange part is, shortly after this happened, his water-powered car was stolen from his garage. This caused a lot of news to come out saying that his car may have been the reason he passed away. In the end, people still drive cars running on gas, and the oil industry is still making its money. Let me know in the comment section what you think happened to Stanley Myers. And follow me for more stories like this.
My boy.
Y'all stay conscious.
If you are craving sweets, stop and stay. Spiritually, non-health related. If you are somebody that's always craved sweets, you crave comfort, intimacy, sometimes attention, or some type of act of kindness or acts of affection that you may be lacking or not getting from a partner or a family member, or just not getting it, period. And also struggle with certain self-esteem issues. And on the other hand, you like to be in the spotlight. And if you don't get a certain amount of attention, you try to seek other avenues that can cause addiction. Yours is in the form of sweets. Did I just describe you?
So you heard what the news reporters had to say. You definitely heard what the lady had to say, right? We got 9 days to figure out what's going on. We got 9 days to watch it. I suggest you prep yourself now. Don't wait 9 days for them to tell you nothing. Understand for the ones who've been here since day one with the other channel when I had that set up, you know what I was telling you 6 months ago. You know I was telling you to watch La Plumber, watch the West Coast, watch the East Coast, watch Yosemite, watch Yellowstone. The number one thing being Yellowstone. But I told you to watch the East Coast. Alright? It's not about fear-mongering. It's about preparedness, people. Y'all gotta understand preparedness. That's what's going on right now. We're gonna tell you the truth. She also said, it's Cat 4 going to a Cat 5. Before that, they told you it was a Cat 5, that it was one of the biggest storms ever in the history of man right now. To ever approach the East Coast. Then here she go. It's gonna be on a trajectory. We have definite technology. We have excellent technology. Our technology is so far advanced that it always gonna curve. What did y'all read? What y'all really, did you see what they put on that little etch a sketch in front of your face before you read it? Because if that was the case, everything curves up on it. It always curves away. You wouldn't have ever been hit before, or before that. Or everybody who remember 1988, one of the biggest storms in history that ever hit Virginia. One of the biggest stories in the history that ever hit Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. I don't know about you. I watched my uncle tracker Jeep float up to the front yard.
Wow.
In front of the house. And it was up on the incline, uphill, when it floated up. So, with that being said, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. I'm going to say it again. Prepare yourself, man.
You do gotta prepare, I'm not gonna lie. Anything can happen
from them lines
anytime.
And then take that with what they will and say, we ain't gotta prepare, because you might think that it might not hit like they thought. They didn't look. They thought it wasn't gonna hit like that in Katrina too, in Louisiana, They really thought that, didn't they? But then you had a president flying over them while people being eaten by alligators in a helicopter.
What?
And then he even did this right here to y'all face. And that was caught on camera.
Wow.
All right, man. Y'all gotta wake up for what's coming. Y'all gotta wake up for yourselves, your family, your loved ones, your children, man. Future is here. Past is there. Don't let them keep doing the same thing till you lie till you beat. Don't let them do it.
What do you think is going on?
Robot. Definitely a robot.
So did you guys know that liquor or alcohol beverages are also called spirits? Like literally, you go to any beer and wine store, it's gonna say wine, beer, and spirits. Where does the spirits come from, you might ask? Let's read. Liquor is the term of alcohol beverage that is made of grain or any other plants fermented to a hard alcohol. Examples are rum, vodka, gin, whiskey, etc. Other words, liquor. And then y'all can look this up too. What is the origins of liquor? One theory is that the word alcohol is derived from alcohol. This is the most straightforward way to link alcohol and spirits. As the word means spirits, it's referred to the Quran verse 37 and 47, mentioning alcohol to refer to a demon or spirits that produces intoxication. Think about it now. What type of energy do people have when they're drinking liquor? They get horny or they want to fight? Anger and lust? That sound like spirits. I don't think that I'll be drinking any spirits lately. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about the bottle of spirits in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom. Stay tuned.
How to grow your hair and detox your body. Sweat in the sun. See on her.
And drink your water.
You see that?
Drink your water, man.
Yeah, do that. Sweating is a natural way to remove toxins from your skin, and also it takes all that bullshit oil out your hair, you feel me? Hope to help somebody that needed it. Y'all be smooth. Love.
On the 9th day of the 9th month, we will be able to tap into something we have not been able to tap into for quite some time. We will be able to tune into the vibrations of the world around us on a deeper level. We will be facing for several weeks energies that will be doing good in our lives. As humans, when new energies come forth, we tend to withdraw, but that is not what needs to be done in this situation. You need to be able to move out of your shell and forward. While you will be working within, you need to do so from a place of unity. While you might be feeling a bit nervous as these energies make their way here, and the gateway opens once it has reached its full potential, you will be able to really allow this energy into your life. The day of 9/9 in itself is a wonderful day for really working within to heal and let go of any struggles you have allowed to weigh heavy on your heart. This month is going to bring you to something truly amazing. This is a huge awakening experience for us all, and it will be moving very quickly. While this month will fly by, you won't want to miss a thing.
Y'all is getting ready for this, right? Watch this video to the end. Have you heard of BRICS currency? It's gonna be the downfall of the American dollar for real. Like, they already got 21 countries ditching the US dollar. So what does that mean for the US citizens? So y'all gotta remember that majority of the stuff that we have in the US comes from another country. So if our money is not meaning anything to them, US dollar is equal to 55 BRICS dollars, okay? 55. Like, you probably paying $3 or $5 for bread right now. But once BRICS come through, that loaf of bread gonna be $15 to $20. One loaf. Phone in your hand that you using to watch this video, iPhone, Apple, probably $1,000 right now. Let BRICS come through. It's gonna be at least 3,000. So on.
Wow.
So how do you prepare for this? We stocking up. We stocking up on canned foods, beans, lentil. We converting the US dollar over to another currency. Cash App crashing yesterday is just the beginning. Take your money out of these banks. They have control over the whole world. Your money. You go to work for that money and you leave it in their hands. We stocking up on water. We stocking up on everything. Get it right now. Because November is literally right around the corner. Say this video, send this to your people because they keeping y'all distracted. I'm keeping y'all informed.
Wake up, people. We need to hide the true identity of our officers. They said, what you are calling an operation, we call a performance. Working on that performance, we have to define the stage, who your audience is, who are you playing to, who are you trying to fool. Idea of level masks. They're quick on, they're quick off. They dramatically change your appearance and found them to be valuable to our operations. So we went back to our disguise labs out at Langley, and we invented a whole new genre of masks that are so realistic, they're good enough that you can brief the President of the United States in the Oval Office wearing a mask. And he isn't sure if it's you. Those masks were the beginning of a whole new generation of work that we did at the CIA, on and off like a hat.
America, take a good look at your beloved candidates. They're nothing but hideous space reptiles. Those candidates are phonies.
So while everybody talking about Cash App this, Cash App that, do y'all not know that they...
I don't use Cash App, so I didn't know it was down. My crystal shop, however, uses Square, and we were down for most of the day yesterday. In fact, I got this email this morning saying, due to our system outage, blah, 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 blah. What other financial services were down yesterday?
One of the biggest lies that the Bible tells us is literally within the first verses, when it said, in the beginning. Because in truth, if you are the creator of all, you cannot have a beginning. Because a beginning implies that there's something that initiated that beginning. What was before that beginning? In the true scrolls of Christ, the first statement is being is. Without beginning, being is. Without ending, being is. Because the all is a being. All things are being. And the creator of all beings must have always been, in order to be the originator of being. If you're lost, you should be. Because being has no place. Because being is everywhere. And being is everything. And being cannot be truly understood if it is the true being.
Y'all do know that all the prices in the U.S. went skyrocket. Y'all do know the real reason.
So listen, while she makes a compelling argument, she's actually not right. And I'm going to tell you why. The U.S. dollar is not going to crash, man. You guys got to stop listening to everybody on TikTok. And the reason why the U.S. dollar isn't going to crash is because basically oil is what backs the U.S. dollar. All foreign countries, include, and us, we buy money. We buy oil in dollars, right? So Saudi Arabia only accepts dollars for their oil, right? And a lot of the countries in the BRICS nation, their currencies are, failing, and they're not really worth anything compared to the dollar. So I think it was China that went to Saudi Arabia, tried to backdoor us, and then, they asked Saudi Arabia, they're like, hey, would you guys accept the yuan or whatever it is, instead of the dollar? And Saudi Arabia is like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate that offer, but we good on this side. And the reason why they good is because Saudi Arabia exports about $28 billion worth of goods, and they import about, I think, 16. So that leaves about a $12 billion worth of excess money for that country, Saudi Arabia. And, that $12 billion is $12 billion, man. They loving that. They sitting pretty. Why would they mess that up? So that's not, Right. It's not going to happen. BRICS is not going to kill, the dollar. Another reason is because the U.S., we import way more than we export. So we import about, I think, $323 billion worth of goods, right? And we export about, $250 billion worth of goods. So that leaves about approximately like $75 billion worth of excess dollars that other countries get. You starting to get it now? So all these people talking about the dollar's gonna crash, this and the third, man. Do your homework, man. Go a little bit further than where I'm taking you, and really look into this thing, man, and understand the stock market and all that type of stuff before you jump on TikTok trying to lend information. But hey, I respect it though, man. But just be a little bit more informed next time. I'm out of here.
Things you need to know when it comes to these zodiac signs. Aquarius, they invented, created, originated the word toxic. Know that. Capricorn, they're the devil card in tarot for a reason. If you know, you know. All I'ma say is don't mess with them, or you'll never have peace. Pisces, y'all swear we emotional. Maybe. But honestly, we take everything to heart because we really wasn't gonna do you like that. But when it's our turn. And Aries is very impulsive with their actions because they overthink a lot. Then sometimes they'll be very oblivious to when they're in the wrong. Dealing with the Gemini, if you irritate them just 1% too much, they will definitely ghost you. A Taurus in a world of their own. Literally. It's hard to tell them what to do, how to do it, because they think they way is the best.
We are not the same. I am a Martian. No, for real. Pleiadian starship. I traveled to your sorry planet just to bargain. Your Earth is being foreclosed and put on the market. Your shit is over with. It was at the symposium at Cydonia in which we adjudicated based on your illogical racism, pollution, and your brutal hatred. That will be the cause of your fumigation. Now you can choose the basic option of a huge invasion, or in few occasions we allow for illumination, from which will result knowledge accumulation and multi-dimensional communication with your true creator. But you don't want that, so contact your puny nations. Go to war with nuclear weapons. Come on, it's human nature. My advice, choose illumination, because if you want beef, we'll be happy to treat you like our cow mutilations.
A guy was about to take a shower when he noticed it was already occupied by a rat washing itself like a human.
Nah, Boo was really washing
The biggest
up.
uproar
like,
that's
man,
going to
it's crazy.
happen is when they say climate change can be diminished or reduced if everybody gets rid of their air conditioning. When everybody is told that they need to get rid of their air conditioning, there will be an uproar like you've never seen before. Because, you know, a lot of the times when people get used to air conditioning, if they have their air conditioning taken away, they're going to mess somebody up. When you're hot and you're bothered, you're going to mess somebody up. So, you know, when that one gets to pull, see, they're starting small first. They started with the light bulbs, then they're starting with the gas stoves, then they're starting with, you know, your fans. Next, they're trying to say heating. I think it was in the UK, they were saying that they need to turn off the heat this winter so that we can save the planet. I mean, not like I don't know how the people are going to stay warm, but, you know, we will get rid of the heat. And then the next one will either be air conditioning or cars. That's what they'll try to pull. But you start to look at all these things and go, well, you never blame the toxins. You never blame all the pollution. But then you spray pollution up into the air, and I can see it right now. Because right now, if you guys notice, the whole sun just changed because a magical cloud just appeared in front of the sun. As the White House said, they're going to be solar dimming to save us. They're going to be cooling the planet so they can save us. And they're also talking about how they can block out the sun, which is responsible for all life on the planet, but they can block out the sun in order to save the planet.
It don't have to be now, but whenever that you get time, look through the items within your shelf.
You're not gonna survive this.
Refrigerator. Just check it out for a
It's
second.
inedible.
You can see on whether or not, you know, if it contains yellow 5, which in fact is a food coloring, it's a dye, you know, that's used, but know as well as understand. One of the chemicals that's within yellow 5 is called tartrazine, and tartrazine, it just so happens that it's being used in Roundup. So if that chemical is able to destroy weeds, just imagine what that's doing to your insides.
Damn.
So everybody's been wondering what is going on with Doja Cat and her new demon phase. I ain't even gonna call it new. Shorty been slick praising the devil for a minute now. She tattooing all type of demons on her body, and she cursing out her fans too. What's crazy is for Doja Cat, this is actually working though. Cursing out her fans, saying she don't like them, and praising the devil is working. She top 5 on Billboard right now. She also lost millions of followers on Instagram since this happened. And look at the before and after. This is what Central C was trying to indulge in, Doja Cat. It's like Doja Cat heard Central C's song and said, no, I'm gonna make them take that back. I'm pretty sure everybody has always thought Doja Cat was weird from the beginning, but she kind of taking it far now, don't y'all kind of think? Like, she's even gone as far as changing all her album covers to red too. Yo, this gotta be like her last album or some shit, because as far as she going on this rollout, I don't know if she gonna be able to top this again.
No. W TikTok compilation now. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. See you guys in the next one.